real good real early with being too ambitious and horrific vision, so now I'm like really careful. It went fine. It was totally fine. Two-bedroom apartment or unit is about as small as I'd go, but then again, married with 2 kids, 2 dogs, and 2 cats. Yeah, that would be a bit cramped. I imagine kids in an apartment. I'm sure it's doable. I see lots of people do it around here, but a lot of people happening in one area. It's like instant chocolate, kind of like Nesquik. Let's see. It's a malt powder milk drink. Interesting. Americans have such big houses, even the small ones are huge. I live in a cold climate, so heating's expensive. Yeah, houses are... I mean, I've been looking around here because I'm looking, and they seem to really vary. There are some small ones that are not like tiny houses, but they're only like a little bigger than your average apartment around here. You know, you get like 1,000 square foot house, and that's pretty small for a house in America. I don't know why I moved my stool. I'm going to need that again shortly because my bread is still rising. I guess I can check on it. And I guess we can also put together our filling. We're going to need that. So we can combine we can start measuring our cinnamon, get our squared. The nice thing about Oregon, I mean, there's a lot of nice things about Oregon, but there's no sales tax here. What is it in BC, like 12 to 14%? 0 here. It's wonderful. I look at a price and then that's the price that I pay. And maybe that's like, I know in Europe there's sales tax, but they disclose it on the sticker of the thing that you're buying. At least that's what I've heard. And it's a great way to live. It's nice to not have to do the thing. No income tax in Washington though. Washington's probably the only other state that I would voluntarily move. I would move somewhere else if I really had to, but I really want to stay in the Pacific Northwest. I love it here so much. I'm going to put a straw in this, and then I'm going to start fishing out the ingredients we need for the filling so we can get that ready and keep an eye on when how risen our dough is looking. Let me grab my straw for my straw drawer. You can't really see, I have different dividers for different types of things in these drawers, and it makes me so happy to be able to just reach into the junk drawer but like know exactly where something's gonna be. I did that about like whenever it was, I think it was last summer when I was like really out of control Marie Kondoing my life, and a lot of it stuck, which surprised me. I kind of figured it was gonna be one of those phases I go through where I uproot everything in my life and go completely insane for a month and then just go back to normal. And while I'm a little back to normal in some respects, for the most part, all of the organization is still there. I still fold my sheets the same way. I fold my laundry the same way. My drawers are all the same. I feel much better having fewer clothes. If anything, I would like to get rid of a few more things. Oh man, I always forget the sales tax exists elsewhere. Also, here when you're filling up gas, it's really ridiculous. There's only 2 states in America that are like this. It's not all of America. But in Oregon, you don't pump your own gas. Largely, you cannot. There are gas attendants at every station, and you must let them pump your gas. There's a couple of very, very small exceptions, but I'm learning how to drive, and I was all nervous about getting gas for the first time because I'm like, I don't know how to do it. And my husband's like, it's not hard. You pull up, you turn your car off, and you give them your credit card. And I'm like, oh, I can do that. No, I'm not moving to Washington. I mean, no.
In this video, I'll show you how to set up and manage live streams in YouTube's Live Control Room. We've built a brand new stream workflow in Live Control Room that combines the best of our classic live streaming creation. You can manage and check your stream's health by clicking this widget, which will give you a real
I guess we can also put together our filling. We're going to need that so we can combine we can start looking, and they seem to really vary. There are some small ones that are not like tiny houses, but they're only like a little bigger than your average apartment around here. You know, you get like a 1,000 square foot house.